12 News Now and WPRI.com. I'm Tim White, along with my colleague in Target 12, Eli Sherman, and we're here to update all of you on a hearing in the state's lawsuit against 13 companies related to the Washington Bridge. I don't need to tell you, but the bridge closed in December of 2023 because of some structural deficiencies there. So, Eli, you were in court all day. What's the top level thing people need to know about what today's hearing was all about?
Well, first off, the defendants have a lot of lawyers, Tim. There was about 24 of them in the courtroom today, and they were arguing essentially a lot of technical and legal reasons why this lawsuit should be tossed out. It didn't get to the bread and butter of the underlying arguments, which if this moves forward, I'm sure will come out later in the process. But they did allude, to at one point an attorney sort of pointed the finger back at the state and said, look, you knew that this bridge needed repairs. You had the option to repair it and you didn't, which shows you some of the blame game that's going on in this lawsuit.
And we should point out that what you went to today, a hearing on a motion to dismiss, really common in these cases, right? In civil cases, even in criminal cases, the defendants will say, hey, judge, you got to toss this case out because it's legally deficient, they don't have enough evidence, things like that. But Judge Brian Stern has a big decision to make. He's the one presiding over this case, and it's kind of high stakes, isn't it, Eli? I mean, whatever the judge decides here ultimately decides if this case is moving forward for some or all defendants or not.
Yeah, to your point, Tim, it's not the type of court hearing that you'll see on TV because it's pretty boring and there's a lot of legalese, there's a lot of technical stuff, case law, that type of stuff. But yes, Judge Stern has a big decision to make. On the one hand, he could say at this point, yes, defendants, you've made your argument well, and I see eye to eye with what you're saying, and the lawsuit would end right there. The state would have no more claim. On the other hand, he could say, no, the state is totally on solid ground here. This case is going to move forward as is. Let's get some more arguments going here. Then there could be some, split middle ground where you could even see some of the defendants come off the table if he determines that some of them shouldn't be involved in this case at all, or if maybe some of the counts that the state is alleging against the defendants, those could be knocked off as well if he thinks that they don't fit into the argument.
13 defendants, you said maybe 24 lawyers just for them, and it's a lot of money in that room right there. All right, Eli Sherman wrote a complete breakdown of what you need to know about that hearing. It is in the article below this video if you're on WPRI.com, or if you're watching this on YouTube, you can click over to WPRI.com. For Eli Sherman, I'm Tim White with the Target 12 Investigators.